What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Venator Trading 10K to $2 million funding challenge. It's Wednesday, December the 6th. It's 8:30 a.m. New York time. Late start to the stream today because we're doing the Apex futures accounts, and I just want to be on the stream more when the charts are most likely to respond the way I want them to instead of waiting around for an hour and a half. So that's why we're delaying it for the next couple of weeks here for the end of the year. We'll pick back up with the Forex account challenges in January. But for right now, we've got two 100K Apex accounts going. And we're just looking to try to finish them out. Both of them are above 3%. One is at just over 3%, almost 3.1%. And let me see. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. There's the one at almost 3.1%. And then the other one is 3.6%. I do have a limit order here set on NQ, but we're just getting a rip up. I was anticipating a body candle close above this high, and I was hoping I would get a pullback here before it just rips up. I was hoping I would get a pullback and tag into that breaker block right there, but at the open it has just flown, sadly. So it doesn't look like we just may miss that move altogether, unfortunately. Not a big deal. We'll probably be able to find some other opportunities here today, or at least hopefully we'll be able to find some other opportunities. But that's what I was looking for, that first session little pop. Wick down, Judas swing down. We got that news, the ADP news came out, so we've cleared out sell side liquidity. We're displacing higher. We could still use a breaker block entry here on a 15-minute. As well as 10-minute. There's other opportunities, so we may not get this full pullback here. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that order. It just rocketed off without us. Go back over to the other account as well and nix that one. But I hope you guys are having a great day. It's actually feels good to get up a little bit later and get on the charts. So brain feels fresher for sure. Mike could get used to that a little bit. I know John's not a fan. John was the first in today. He's been waiting for an hour and a half for us to get on so he can be here for 30 minutes. Actually, he's probably already gone. I'm not even sure if he's still here because we would be close to wrapping up. Maybe another 30 minutes or so, but we'd be close to wrapping up. But this is what we got, and this is what we're doing. So oil has continued to fall, and could see some lower prices here. If we get a spike up, I might look to sell that. We're definitely in a downtrend. We've held that downtrend significantly, even though we've chopped on some days. We've and ran some buy-side liquidity. We have been in this longer term downtrend. So we were in downtrend. We chopped for about a couple of weeks here, and now we've continued down. I don't know if we're going to get all the way down to these lows, but we might. But we're reaching back down now into probably at least the middle of this range here. This chop range here, somewhere in there, is probably where you're looking at a potential draw on liquidity just as it gets back down into this range and chops around a little bit. So any moves up we can get today, I might look to sell those off. ES and NQ, obviously looking at prior week highs. Yesterday was an inside day from Monday, so we still haven't taken out Monday's lower high yet. Probably will today. I'm guessing we'll take out Monday's high today. It's trying to reach up there now, get back up into that new week opening gap that happened. Same for NQ. We haven't taken out the Monday's high or low, but these highs up here, I think for sure Monday's high is probably going to get ripped, and it could go even higher than that. Euro dollar has been pretty weak. Dollar's shown a lot of strength, but we're inside this daily fair value gap. We're right at the 50% line area of this daily fair value gap has a draw on liquidity. We've taken out yesterday's low. We've pulled back up. We did get the ADP news, which was actually missed. They were expecting it to be higher. It actually came in lower than the previous one. And that's what's caused the markets to shoot up. Bad news is good news kind of thing. So that's kind of what my plan this morning was my first initial plan was to trade. We've taken out London high and the Asian high here. We're getting a pullback now. My first inclination was to take that opening. I was hoping to get an opening dip down and then rip up into Monday's high. And I still think we're going to take out Monday's high. So now it just becomes, where might we be able to find a potential entry here on that? Could be a breaker, could be a fair value gap. Could be this breaker right here. This was the last two up close candles. We almost came down and touched it. Haven't quite touched it yet. It's leaving behind nice fair value gaps here. You could do something like this, and you could still get a almost 1 to 2. If you take that fair value gap, and if you took the 50% of that fair value gap, you could get even better probably. But we need to let this 5-minute candle close out and print before we do anything of the sort there. What's up, Dunamis? What's up, John? What's up, Corey? Welcome in, guys. I don't want to or put this in just yet. I do want to get it set up. Probably just one, because it's such a pretty big gap there. A fairly large stop. It would put us just under 0.5% risk, which I'm fine with. Another minute here, and then I'll probably set that order up. And then we'll see. I'm going 50% entry of the fair value gap right here. $30 seconds left. I'm going to go ahead and get that put up and then go over to the other account and do that as well. All right, both of those orders are set there on NQ. We'll see if we can get a pullback into that fair value gap. If you look on the 10-minute, you probably have a nice little breaker here. You just got a 10-minute close above. So yeah, any pullback now into that area. And then we'll target the Monday high, the weekly high, which is also new week opening gap up here. Risking 500 to make 0.5% to make 1.2% here. Whoops, sorry about that. Looking for price to get back down into a discount from that move up, this last leg up. Rebalance that just a little bit, and then it can shoot on up to where it wants to go. That new week opening gap and Monday's high should be our target for the day. Be fine if this 15-minute candle closes big bullish here, next 15-minute candle. I don't want to run this before the 9:30 open. So here is your true midnight open right here. So we barely pushed up. So the open, the low, and then we put in a high of the day and a close somewhere. So this is the accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Euro dollar off on that news is finding some strength for the euro. It has been pretty weak the last couple of days. It could be a Wednesday low in place here. And if I was looking for buy-side liquidity targets, these highs up here at 08530 would be my first target there. But the Sunday open, Monday's high, something up in here. Yeah, probably 0854 would be what I would be looking at. Yesterday's high, Tuesday's high. If I was going to try to get long here, some clean equal highs there and up here. All right, coming into the close of this first 15-minute candle here, closing near the high. Very big bullish 15-minute candle to open. I would like to get just a little pullback into this breaker. So last up close candles, we hit and drew through liquidity on the sell side, rebalanced these fair value gaps, shot off. We have changed structure. Large fair value gap. I just want to pull back into this breaker here. I just want to leave Monday's high in place. That's really my biggest. Leave that in place before it comes back down. We'll see if it cooperates or not. See, this is Monday's high here. On ES. Smash that like button. Yes, John, please do. What's up, Bakong? How's it going, man? Welcome in. I'm gonna set a limit order on ES as well. And we'll see which one. If one of them shows some weakness, we can cancel the other. But same kind of play there as far as just a pullback. And if hopefully one of them will give us a little pullback. One of them is usually typically a little bit weaker than the other. If NQ wants to lead, ES could give us a rip down and then follow suit. No, I'm not sick. It's just the freaking allergies, man. I'm fine, and then once I get up and get moving and everything, I don't know, just post-nasal drip. Throat gets tickled. That's what she said. Saw you Bona? Saw you Bona who? I thought it was a knock-knock joke too. I don't know what it. Maybe are you saying hello? I don't know what Sayubona means. Oh, saying hi. I got you now. I thought it was a joke too, John. I was like, oh, where's he going with this? What's up, Red? Could have had a dirty punchline. I thought the same thing. When you say saw you Bona. Well, of course, maybe John and I's minds are just in the gutter too much. Too much time at the Gilded Gals. I do have the Autumn Night Leo Ben candle burning today. It's fantastic. It's not as good as the teakwood and oak, but it's still really good. Still really good. Euro could be setting up a nice little breaker as well. Last up close candle before we run sell side. If we can get some displacement above this high, you've got this area here you could potentially look at. Let's see what we see on a 30-minute. Probably put it just at the low of the day, assuming the low of the day's in place. And I would target Tuesday's high. Convinced my good at trading yesterday was because I purchased the Leo Bin candle. I'm telling you, man, the Leo Bin candle is it's the little talisman we need. It's the little talisman you're missing. Look at the time. I probably should get going. It's about that time. See you, John. It's nice to chat with you for the 10 minutes that we were online together, buddy. Have fun over in the Top Step stream, my friend. Not on me, man. You can choose to stay. I got to do what's best for me on my trading. You could choose to stay. The siren song of the Top Step stream is just too powerful. I'll take 0.25% risk on that Euro trade there. Why not? I know, man. That's all good. I know you're busting my chops. It's all good. I can take some ribbon. Mama didn't raid no pansy. All right, while we're waiting on the top of the hour here, I failed to make my coffee earlier this morning, so I had to do it right before the stream and I haven't got it. So I'm going to go grab a cup of Joe. And then I'll be right back. So hang in there. Give me just a couple minutes to go make a cup of coffee, and then I'll be right back. All right. Back at it. Into the new hour here. Looking for just a little pullback here on Euro. And ES is and NQ just are like not pausing at all. They just want to run. I'm going to cancel that NQ order here on both accounts. Not going to get that pullback there. Just ripping. ES still has a little bit of room. It could push back down, but not looking too good there. Maybe a 930 Judas swing down could get us in potentially. But at this point, I feel like it would be a better buy at the top there. And I'd still probably want to keep my let's see. I think I still want to keep my stop where it would be. Just increase the risk to 0.75%. I mean 0.75%. If I did that, which I think I'm fine with right now. Bro, what are you trading? It's the futures contracts on, this is Eurodollar futures contract instead of the Forex because I'm doing Apex. I'm doing a challenge with Apex funding. So it's all futures, it's the same. Like if you look at this chart and then you look at Eurodollar, very similar. The prices won't line up exactly, but the chart will look very similar. So I am anticipating Eurodollar futures. This is the Euro future contract that I have an order set here. ES is the S&P 500. NQ is the NASDAQ. And it has reached its new week opening gap there and will probably blow right through that. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that off of NQ because maybe we potentially could get a Judas swing down in there. ES could still give us a little pullback. It has not run its weekly high yet. So that's still in play for us. And this, I do still like this Eurodollar setup as well. S&P didn't really give us a good entry. I didn't get in on that. I'm not on this trade. I have a limit order set here. I was hoping that before it ripped up, it would have pulled back at that 830 mark before it ripped up, but it didn't. It just opened and ran, much like NQ just opened and ran. It didn't even give us a chance to participate on a pullback there. So I wasn't going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it. So unfortunate. If we miss the expansion for the day, then we miss it. Our euro though might get tapped in here. Not quite, almost. That would suck if that was the swerve for the day. Would really suck if that was the swerve for the day. The S&P entry is still, the ES entry is still valid. I still have this buy limit here. Potentially what we could see happen is at the 9:30 open, you could see a spike down. A little Judas swing rip back into the Asian or London highs, and then it wants to run higher. You could see the same thing on NQ as well. But since it's already tapped into that liquidity, I'm going to let that one go. Oil dropping pretty heavily. A private group. We have a Discord. It is a free Discord channel. I can throw the link in there. I need to put it in my description. Everything we do right now is free. You can join the Discord over there. It's not super active, but I mean we post stuff in there. It's like I said, it's a smaller group, but the guys in there that are active are good, and there's several in there are posting their certificates and payouts and passing challenges. So. I was hoping oil would have run some buy side liquidity here, get a raid of some of these equal highs before it dropped, but not to be. So on this ES trade, I guess my one little hope here is at the 9:30 open, we get a Judas swing down, and then we target the Monday high opening gap. Man, we got swerved right there. On that entry, we may get another little pop down, a little pullback here. We've had a run of liquidity, displacement away. There's still clear buy side liquidity above us, multiple places. These are the only lessons I give. I just stream every day. There's no course or paid group. You're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Just smart money concepts, some ICT stuff. Just looking for runs of liquidity. Target liquidity on the other side, basically. Fair value gap entries, order blocks. Euro dollar just flirting with us here on this entry. We just move it up. No, we don't. We'll leave it right where it was. If we get swerved, is what it is. Hey, there we are, tagged in. We are tagged in on the Euros future trade here. Looking for a run of at least this buy side liquidity here. And targeting yesterday's high ultimately at 108.54. Good morning. $15-minute candle about to close. Would really, really like to see that. Give us a little pullback here. What percentage you at right now? One is at 3.6 and one is at 3.1, Corey. I have two accounts, 3.6 and 3.1. And we have to get to 6%. What percentage are you at right now, Corey? They're every 2 weeks, so they do payouts on the like between the 12th and the 15th of every month, and then at the end of the month, the last 3 business days of the month, you can request payout. So it's basically every 2 weeks. You do have to have 10 trading days. You have to take it. Basically, you have to place a micro trade at minimum to get a payout. You have to have traded 10 days in the payout period. So you can get a payout every 2 weeks. And the way they do it is they You can only withdraw, depending on your account size, like for the 100K accounts that I'm on, the first month you can, for each payout, they limit the amount that you can withdraw to $2,500. So that first month you could withdraw $5,000 total over two different payouts. The second month that goes up to, I think, 3,000, so you could withdraw six. And then the third month, if you're still getting payouts, it goes up to $4,000 per withdrawal. And then after your third month of withdrawals, there is no cap. You can withdraw whatever you want. The first $25,000 profits all come back to you. There is no profit split on the first $25,000 of profits. And then after that, it's 90% profit split. 1% profit, just got out of drawdown. Good job. Nice, man. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, I got about 12 more minutes until the 9:30 open here, and then we'll see if my strategy plays out where we get a Judas swing down, rebalance a fair value gap here, retest the Asian and London highs, and then we can rip up for the rest of the day towards Monday's high and opening gap. We'll find out here in about 11 minutes or so. Incredible trades from here. We'll see. We'll see. All I do is just trade the strategies I know, and they'll work or they won't. The nice thing I do like about these Apex accounts is the reset feature. Without having to buy an entire new account, being able to reset is really nice. Did forget to mention, Stream is being sponsored by Bespoke Funding Program, one of the best Forex prop firms, funding firms out there right now. They do an absolutely fantastic job. You can manage up to $1 million in capital before scaling kicks in. Their spreads are amazing. Their execution's amazing. Their customer support's amazing. And they sponsor the stream. They give us a 10K account to give away every single week. So we'll be doing that again on Friday this week, giving away another 10K account from Bespoke Funding Program. So make sure you're here for that. But if you want to pick up a challenge as we head into the new year, you can use that discount code Venator there at the bottom of the screen that you see. You get 15% off any challenge and a really nice profit split. So appreciate all they do to help support the stream. And I appreciate you guys if you would use them and use that discount code. It does help support everything that we do here and keep it all free for you. I got about 7 more minutes here, and my hope is that, again, we get a little Judas swing down. People that are long from here, if they're trailing their stops, could be up in those areas right there, protecting their profits. So we could get a little pullback into this area, sweep this liquidity, retest the overnight highs. Oil, I think we could go all the way down to this level in oil. It's right inside this old choppy range here. It's basically right in the middle of all of this where it was just chopping around this kind of point of control area for this range. And we're reaching back down into the top of that range right now. I think it could go that far. I don't know if we get there today or not, but we're definitely in a downtrend. So there's very clean highs above for it to, if it wants to go lower, to run that first and then go. So it's kind of what I would wait for is a pullback here. I wouldn't just start selling. I would wait for price to come back up. Oil, if you've been trading oil, you know that it can just randomly give you massive spikes. And so I would wait for one of those and then fade it. That's probably what I would do. Euro dollar trades slightly into profits there. All right, 5 more minutes, and then we'll see. We're going to see if we're going to get any kind of entry here on that. Yeah, we're in some slight profits there. I imagine it's going to run these highs for sure. This is where all the current buy side liquidity is targeted. If we can, let's see, what is that? 40. I would probably move to break even about halfway there, somewhere up inside this fair value gap over here. All right, just another minute, and then we'll get the 9:30 open. Every day, Monday through Friday, yes, sir. Not much of a Judas swing there. I was hoping for a quick pop. I'm alive. Holy cow. Where's my mod been for the last 3 months? Eurodollar has grabbed that buy side liquidity. Couldn't hold above on the 5-minute, but we'll see how it goes. Today is the start of a new me. Oh boy. I've heard that before. Not getting much of a Judas swing. NQ is, my gosh. ES though is not wanting to drop. NQ though, nice Judas swing there on NQ. Hit that new week opening gap and fell off, and ES has not shown that same weakness there. And I don't want to risk that much. I would have to use the micro. So doing a micro on the NQ there, if we could get a little touch of that fair value gap, it's getting the Judas swing that I was anticipating ES would give us, but it's not. Did I not put that in on the? Yeah, it should be in. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why the order's not showing up there. It's weird. Oh, because I'm. I was like, oh yeah, I'm on the micros. Since that one's triggered, I'm going to kill the ES there. So we've got the micro contract in play here. And we've got the euro at total at risk is 0.75%. On the euro, it's a quarter, and on NQ, it's a half. So very aggressive sell-off there. Very aggressive. Right into this breaker block. This was the last down close before we ran sell side and displaced higher. So it is aggressively displacing from that new week opening gap. That is more of a Judas swing than you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely more of a Judas swing than you want to see. The ES did come back down. Hopefully we get our reversal here on this Judas swing down now. Don't want to see it keep dropping here. We need our pullback, our aggressive pullback now. First 5 minutes, just wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. I guess I could pull this up a little bit higher there. You can see the different account balances there live as we go. We need to see this thing start reversing rapidly from here. I do not like how deep of a Judas swing that was. Yeah, we're tagged in. We're tagged in on NQ using micro contracts. Euro back to break even as well there after tapping into that buy side. I want to see this start reversing here. And it's just not wanting to do so. This needs to be down here. Man, it's going to run the low of the day. And then just whip up. How would have our ES trade played out here? Similarly, it's stalling out inside that breaker fair value gap, and NQ is just, oh, NQ ripped us out. Oh, no, it didn't. That was the old one. We don't have a position here. Take that off because we're using the micros. It probably will rip us out, but it's the way it does. Rips your heart out, takes your stop. And then runs for new highs. Nice to see some aggressive buying action here.
The ES trade should have canceled that one. How much are you up since the start? Just over 3% on both accounts. The start of these Apex Futures challenges. You can see down here, this is one account right now. It's currently the equity's at 3%. The futures does it backwards. On Forex firms, your equity is what moves and your balance stays the same. But on futures, your equity never moves and your balance changes. It's so weird. Euro trade still sitting slightly in profits. ES trying to pull back up. Rebalanced, like I said, came back down, rebalanced the fair value gap 830, retesting the overnight highs. It's free to run to that opening gap now. Hopefully it doesn't want to make any more digs down low the days in, hopefully. Obviously not wanting to aggressively move up need to see a break of structure here, I think, to give us a good idea that it does want to continue to move up. We would need to see a break of structure there. On the 1 minute or 2 minute here. We need these fair value gaps to get violated and not support price. I mean, not resist price here. I mean, he wants to move this to the low of the day here, but I don't know. Typically don't like to move my stops after I place them, but the low of the day makes more sense at this level. If I did that here, like that. It would still keep me under a full 1% for the day, even if the euro trade were out. So and if euro goes up, then it's hedged on that loss. If NQ did take a loss, it would be hedged against that euro trade. So yes, we need a break above there on ES there. It'd be nice if we could get a displacement above that high. Again, we don't want this fair value gap to hold. That's nice. That's a good sign there. Would love to see some displacement above that high on the 2 minute, signifying a change of structure on these lower time frames. See a body candle close above that high, if we can. See if this if this fair value gap, now that it's been violated, can act as support now. If it comes back down into it, change of structure, run of liquidity, change of structure, fair value gap, could be a 2022 entry model there. 2 minute did get a, I don't know if I'd call that a body candle close above, but it did break structure there. Seeing it clearly there on the 1 minute. You're going to want to let that hold. You're going to want to let this fair value gap that was reclaimed hold and this new fair value gap to act as support now. The ES trade would have been the one I should have waited on. That's all right. Is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a euro dollar trade. ES not giving you the same. ES is a little more choppy here. We'll want to see this fair value gap be respected and the inverted fair value gap inside of that. Nice reaction off of both. Hopefully we can sustain that. Yeah, that's not what you want to see there. The body of the candle did respect that 1 minute fair value gap. Still respecting the body of those. You can see the bodies of these candles respecting this 1 minute fair value gap right there. What's oil doing? No big pops. That one, did that close? Technically, it closed below it, I guess. So, may not be great news for us. This old fair value gap is holding price down. It reclaimed it, came back through, reclaimed it again. You can see how price is just reacting around in that price level there. Would prefer to see a bullish these last few minutes close bullish here on this 15-minute. (30-minute) reclaimed both fair value gaps here. Definitely looks heavy bearish, doesn't it? It certainly does. All right, start of the 10 o'clock hour there. Taking out the previous hour low. Probably going to make a new low of the day there. What a crazy morning, man. Ran all the way up to the Monday open. Filled in that gap and then just tanked aggressively. And there we go, out on the wig down. Should have stuck with my ES. ES probably will end up doing the same thing, but yeah. It's all right. Euro is still in there in that position. And even if we lose both of these today, it won't be a full 1% loss there. What I will be watching, though, is Oh, good to see ES would have fell too.
Go ahead and clean these up a little bit. Taking another stab here. All right, we're going to let this one play out and see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and call a stream here today. Thanks for being on the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, 8:30 New York market open. We'll be here for that. So thank you guys for being here and watching. I'll update how this goes on Discord and end of the day account balances and such as we go. So you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Happy hunting out there, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Adios, guys.